good evening.
Good evening.
This is novel. The two of us on video together. You normally get me on a podcast and sometimes on a video on my own, and then you sometimes get her there on a video because she likes to grab the video because she's quite keen on being on video. Anyway, some thoughts and reflections today before we head off. It's Thursday evening and we're going to head off to the village hall tonight because it's a meeting, and we've managed to wrangle our way onto the village committee because we wanted ABBA tickets. That's not true. That makes us sound incredibly shallow, and we're not. Anyway, some reflections really. Sharon's been talking to a lot of potential new clients over the last couple of weeks because we, as you know, we're the momentum's building for our dominating sector programs that we have running at the moment, that will be running all the way through next year. And there's a few observations really, and one of which was about why things currently aren't working in marketing. So you had a few things to say.
I did. Is it on camera?
You are allowed to. Okay. You are on camera now.
I'm on camera now. Okay. So yeah, I've been having some really good conversations over the last couple of weeks, and I've noticed one particular theme that has been coming out quite strongly, and that is, business owners, and their marketeers talking about, and expressing some frustration to some degree as well about different marketing activities that they've been using, social media being one in particular, and they feel it hasn't been working for them, or not perhaps delivering the results that they were expecting. And their response to that has been varied. Sometimes people will just kind of pull back altogether, stop sharing certain kinds of content, until they rethink it. And I think, the reality is that content marketing works. It is not a quick win. It's about being committed to it for the medium to long term. And, it doesn't mean to say that, a social share going out is going to convert someone and you'll suddenly get, an email in your inbox saying, oh, I saw this tweet and, I want to work with you. It doesn't quite work like that. But what social media and content marketing does is it positions you as the authority and the expert in the market. It helps build noise and awareness, in a very, very busy market, because you're all operating in busy markets. And it begins over time to build momentum. Now, I think, sometimes people stop doing certain marketing activities because they are looking for, a certain email campaign or a certain email or a certain webinar to provide a result and provide, placements and business. Now, the reality is that, we don't always know which piece of the marketing jigsaw puzzle has been that final convincer. Because someone may well have been, on the receiving end of your emails for a number of months. They might have been reading some of your blog posts, and over time, it's built, and they suddenly pick up the phone. But why do they pick up the phone at that point and not before? Well, here's the fact.
I was just going to say, am I allowed to say something here? The buyer's cycle.
The buyer's cycle.
Did I steal your thunder there?
You did.
Okay,
you
I'll
did,
let you
and
go
I was
back to it.
Building up to it. But anyway,
it's on the blog anyway.
It's
I
on the
wrote
blog,
about it
yeah.
ages ago.
So the buy cycle. Now the reality is that at any one time, only 3% of people are ready to buy there and then. When they open your email, or when they read a certain blog post, when they've just been on a webinar. Only 3% are actually going to act and respond because they're ready to buy. So that means 93%, the absolute majority of people, are not ready. So what you and I have to do in our businesses with our marketing is nurture those relationships, demonstrate that we understand what some of the problems and challenges are, and we create content to help our candidates and our clients, so that as they go through that buying cycle, they become ready. When they go through that buying cycle and they're ready to buy, actually, because you positioned yourself so well, because you're such a common, and common sounds awful, doesn't it? Because they are used to you landing in their inbox with that email that sends them to a blog post that's got some great content on, that you are the front of their mind, so that when they're ready, it is you that they email. It is you that they pick up the phone to, because you have developed that know, like, trust relationship with those prospects. So remember, these strategies work. They really do. But what it does mean is that as people are going through that buying cycle, that you might be wanting to think about developing different kind of content, so it helps move them through that buying cycle as well. So lesson for today, remember, just 3% are going to be ready to act any moment in time.
So you need to build a relationship with
So you've
people
got to build a
over
relationship,
time.
and you've got to be persistent, and you've got to be prepared to be in the content and social media marketing piece for the long haul. And can it really work and deliver for you? I think when I know it really works, because when I'm on calls with people that respond to our marketing and they want to talk, they 9 times out of 10 will talk about how long they've been following us on the blog, how long they've been listening to Noosa's podcasts or seeing videos. So it works. It's a great convincer. So stick with it. It's worth it.
And I think that's all for tonight. Time to rush off to the Village Hall meeting, and we should report back on that another time and do our bit.
Do our bit for the
So
community.
bye for now. I think you need to switch this one off because it's over your side.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.